Okay, perceptions of all the things that people say about you. Nothing is as important as what you say about yourself. That's what we are talking about this season of our content. And the other perception that exists about Africa is that Africa is an archaic continent. Anything traditional, anything backdated, anything underdeveloped is perceived to be African. And everything African is perceived to be so. But Africa is a global cultural powerhouse. Our culture is not archaic, our traditions are not archaic, our identity and our products are not archaic. African culture is often viewed as such and viewed as non-progressive. It's viewed as confined to tradition while other cultures dominate the global stage. If something that was practiced in the Americas 80 years ago comes here, it appears to be the real deal. The reality is global influences. African culture is a dynamic and growing force, you know, and it needs to take its place on the global platform. You look at Africa's music and film industry. Nollywood is one of the largest film industries in the world as we speak. Afrobeats, Amapiano, they are dominating international charts. This is who Africa is. This is who Africa is. We grew up listening to Dolly Parton, listening to jazz, listening to beautiful music from the West, which defined Africa as less productive because it was calm. Africa was, you know, the big beat vibe. You get it. But this is who we are. And if you look at the world right now, the world needs Africa. The world needs Africa. The cultural philosophy of Africa. African values are they are like honey. Talk of aspects of Ubuntu. They are gaining global recognition for their wisdom and relevance. You go anywhere in the world, they appreciate the depth of the African culture. Our only challenge is, as Africa, we need to move beyond cultural influence to commercial and political power. This is what Africa needs to do. We need to also build a robust creative economy with strong platforms and distribution networks. These are the solutions that will help us defeat the perception of other global players on the identity of Africa. We need to ensure that the profits from our cultural products stay on the continent. We do not, we need to overcome the status of having everything taken outside of Africa, developed and then brought back to Africa. We need to allow African creators to benefit fully from their work. If there is any place where musicians struggle, I look at my brothers and sisters in Zimbabwe, unless you have made good connections, you can be a musician who is struggling with a gift, with the potential, but with no breakthrough. And it's not because you are bad, it's not because you can't, it's just because the environment is not ready to receive you. The environment has not been created that is conducive for your expansion and growth. And Africa has to attend to these things if our culture is going to be a blessing to others, if our gifts are going to spread wings across global territories, and if we are going to reshape the narrative of Africa being considered as an archaic continent and put it on its rightful place as a global cultural powerhouse. Let's keep talking about this. And remember, of all the things people may say about you, nothing is as important as what you say about yourself.